Twice's third full album is here, and I knew if it was going to be anything like Eyes Wide Open, then it would be a bop. I saw an overwhelming amount of fans on social media expressing their love for almost every single song, which got me super excited to listen to the entire project. Is it really deserving of all the hype it received? We have so much to talk about, so let's just get right into it.
You got a crush on me. You gotta fall for me.
First song on the track list is the title track Scientist, and if you want my detailed thoughts on it, then check out my latest video, where I reviewed it in depth. But after listening to it many more times, I can only say that I absolutely love it. I think in my review video I gave it 8.5 out of 10, but it grew to 9.5 without a single doubt. It's simplistic, yes. It sounds more like old Twice than current Twice. Yes, it has many similarities with Red Velvet's Oompa Oompa. But I don't care about any of that, since it's simply so catchy and enjoyable to listen to. It must be one of my favorite title tracks by them ever, and I know that's an unpopular opinion. I just truly don't understand all of the negativity surrounding it, because it's not bad. I would even say it's very general public friendly, but that just might be me. Such a great start into this album as a whole. Moonlight is an English track, and I did not expect that from Twice, although it makes sense since they just released their first ever English single, The Feels. The production is the most retro we probably have in their discography, and if you need to know one thing about my music taste, it's that I dislike retro concepts and sounds 99% of the time. This song is no exception. It's not only extremely generic, but it lacks the appeal which would keep my attention past the first chorus. I do appreciate though the lower register all of the members are singing in, because we definitely don't hear that enough from them. We really don't. Pure proof we need more lower register Twice, and I hope JYP learned his lesson. Just give them a better song next time, please. 5 out of 10.
Damn, I got it.
Icon is another English track, and I can pretty much say the exact same things as for Moonlight. It's too retro for me. It failed to make me excited at any point, and the lyrics are so cheesy I can barely listen to them. Whoever wrote this needs to do better next time. I'm begging. The line of "Damn, I got it, I'm iconic" is very memorable and the only line I actually like. I have to give it to the producer though, because this song holds one of the best raps by Twice since Dahyun's verse in Feel Special. I'm not even kidding. Their rap parts are mostly forgettable or thrown in the song for no reason, but this time it suited the vibe of the song perfectly. Still, the song as a whole gets a 5.3 out of 10 from me. Finally, a B-side on this album that I actually enjoy. Cruel. Frankly, it's still very retro-inspired and as a result doesn't have me on my knees or anything, but it's a catchy song with a memorable production that gets stuck in your head right away. I think the chorus is the absolute highlight in all aspects. From the production, to the lyrics and vocal execution. Like, did you hear those high notes? I was floored instantly. But yeah, as a whole it's probably one of the stronger songs on the album and therefore made it to my playlist right away. 7.3 out of 10 feels appropriate to give. Real You is the first song on the album that I genuinely dislike. Nothing about it fits my music taste, and that's okay I guess, but it also upsets me since I expected so much from this album and got none of that. I had no idea it would be a retro album since that trend is so over now, but what can we do? I can't tell you exactly what bothers me about this song. Wait, I can. It's repetitive as hell. And way too long for its own good. I can't give it more than 2.5 out of 10, because it truly feels more like a filler track than anything else. Don't attack me, just my opinion. Fall in Love Again is what retro sound as a whole has to offer in its full glory. It's catchy as heck and makes you want to dance without a single thought. It's what most of this album lacks for me personally, and I'm glad at least one B-side has me want to actually get up. This time the rap is highly misplaced and shouldn't be in the song at all if you ask me, but you can't get everything you want, right? I don't know what else to say really since it's not a particularly unique song, but I give it 8 out of 10. That's the point here after all. Last Waltz is that one B-side on the album that everyone hypes up to no end for the next 10 years and won't let it go until the next one comes along. Most of the times I don't find those hyped up songs very good at all, but damn, this one deserves all of the hype and more. It's a standout track on the album and shines entirely on its own. I can't exactly describe why, but it just has a different vibe. It's more intense and experimental. Maybe even feels more up to date with current trends in comparison with most of other songs on the album. I have no idea, man, it's just amazing and I give it 9 out of 10.
SSO, that's who I am. ESPRESS.
You can't name a song after one of my favorite types of coffee and then it ends up being underwhelming as hell. Now, don't get me wrong. The production is unique and the delivery of the lyrics intrigued me. Everything holds up surprisingly well until the chorus arrives. That's where you get your typical out-of-date retro sound that ruins everything. I would consider putting Espresso on my playlist if only the chorus actually sounded good instead of boring and messy. Why wouldn't it follow the uniqueness of the rest of the song? Just why? I would love to know, producers. 6.3 out of 10 unfortunately. Huge potential, bad execution. Rewind is honestly a song I couldn't care less about, even if my life depended on it. It's so boring and outdated, I just can't even keep attention on it for more than 30 seconds. I swear after the first chorus I started watching something else that was playing on TV, because I just lost all willingness to keep listening. I even considered skipping it altogether, but for the sake of this video, stayed till the end. The things I do for you guys. 1.5 out of 10 and nothing more because it's a filler track I never want to hear again. This feels like a behind the mask of this album. I absolutely loved that song, but Cactus is even better in my opinion. It somehow got me emotional for literally no reason and I'm fine with it. It might also be the fact I'm on my period at the moment, but regardless. It's a beautiful song on the slower side that is able to do more in its runtime than most of the album. Again, don't fight with me in the comments. It's just my personal opinion. I give this song 9.5 out of 10 because I genuinely believe it's the strongest song on the album or at least the one that comes the closest to my music taste. I know some of you might call push and pull playful or even fun. But there is something about the way they deliver the lyrics at certain parts in the song that annoys the living shit out of me. It truly does, and I also don't see anything here that would make me want to come back. It's a very generic Twice song, I guess you could say, and not the good part of their catalog. Also, why would you add dahyun next to two amazing vocalists just to then give her the worst lines in the entire song that don't make her stand out in any way? She might as well just be put in another unit or something. I don't get it. Anyways, this is a 2 out of 10 for me, to be honest. Hello is most definitely the most hated song on this album and you gotta hear me out, okay? I promise I don't only like it because Nayeon and Momo are my biases, while Chaeyoung is my bias wrecker. But how in the world can you hate a song where Momo finally gets to rap for more than 2 words and Chaeyoung shines in her fullest rap glory? I was afraid Nayeon's voice wouldn't fit this very hip-hip influenced production, but I was so wrong. She blended in like there was no tomorrow and I'm obsessed. This is pure proof to me that we don't need retro twice. We need hip-hop twice, although I know it will never happen. Still 8.5 out of 10 to this masterpiece. As much as I praised Hello, I think 132 is the best out of the 3 unit songs. Not by a lot, but enough to make it my favorite. I like the groovy tempo of it and the kind of Latin influence in the sound. I hope that's what it actually is and I'm not only hearing stuff. But regardless, I enjoyed their vocals so much and I hope we one day get to see them perform it live. All units, not just this one. 8.7 out of 10 and now let's move on to the next song. Wow, it's about time because I'm getting tired. To be honest, I didn't even listen to this song past its first chorus because I just can't anymore. I can't keep listening to these underwhelming songs that don't make me feel a single thing. Well, At least most of them don't, and Candy is one of them. It exists and that's about it. If it didn't I wouldn't be upset, but since it does I'll make sure to never listen to it again. Can you tell I'm annoyed and just done with this album? Yay, me too. Very much so. 4 out of 10 I think. As a whole I can say that this is far from being Twice's best release yet. Indeed I think it might be one, if not even my least favorite. If you wanted retro Twice then this is probably a dream come true for you and a nightmare for me. I hope they now leave this sound behind and try something different next year, because I'm not exactly sure this is the sound that suits them best. We have seen Twice in a better light and I don't get the hype around this album in any way. Currently it stands at 6.2, which might not sound that bad, but if you've watched some of my other reviews from this year then you know this is one of the lowest scores I gave. But let me know what you think about the album in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video consider giving it a like and subscribe, because it helps me out a whole lot. I'll see you again very soon in a brand new video. Bye.